So what got you into bourbon? Well, it wasn't a what, it was a who. So about a little over 2 years ago, I was laying in bed, couldn't sleep, scrolling on YouTube. I saw a little video pop up about a distillery in Atmore, Alabama. The only thing I knew that Atmore ever had was one big ass casino, 2 or 3 places to stop and pee, and somewhere to get some food. So I was curious and I clicked on it. I had never heard of Bruzel or anything like that before, but what I watched changed a lot of things for me. Because I discovered a man and a distillery by the name of Detling. I got to watch Mr. Seth Detling talk about his craft, talk about his passion, talk about how he didn't give a shit about profits, that he wanted to put out the best product that he could. He talked about the time that it took and not rushing anything. But I never actually knew anything about bourbon until I watched that. Seeing the time and the love that he put into something that he was going to throw in a barrel, and it was going to have to sit for 5, 6, 7 years to see if it was going to be worth a damn in the Alabama heat. That's some serious dedication. So after watching that, I did what every other dumbass who gets into this does, and I went out and bought a shit ton of bottles that I didn't really need. I didn't know what a palate was, how to nose a glass, how to pick out a flavor, anything like that. I was absolutely clueless. All I knew how to do was pick up a glass, take a sip, realize it was sweet, and say the cursed words of, "Ah, yeah, smooth. It's smooth." Well, hell, now I gotta drink the rest of this travesty. Learning how to taste bourbon didn't just change my palate for this, it changed my palate on foods too. It's like I had to learn my senses all over again, and it couldn't be more kick-ass. But the best thing that I did was find a group of guys who took in this super greenhorn guy who thought that Eagle Rare 10 was the best bottle on the planet because he just scored it for the first time. I think the most beautiful thing about all of this is the people you meet, the friendships you make. You can walk into a room with somebody you've never met before at a bourbon tasting, and in 5 minutes, you're both carrying on a full conversation. Because the beauty is, bourbon doesn't give a shit what your politics are, what color, what race, what your background is, how much you weigh, any of that. It doesn't matter. All that matters is folks have a love and a passion for the craft. So the biggest takeaway from all this is the best bourbon is the bourbon you like to drink. Also, the best bourbon is the ones that you share with others. And to that, I say cheers.